Alrighty guys, so after all the travelling we've done, we've actually ended up at a place that I'm quite familiar with. We're at the Powerlines track in Perth. This car specifically has actually been here before. It was white, it had an LS, a lot has changed, but we're back again. So we're gonna let the tyres down, get sorted, hit the tracks. We've got a couple other cars here today as well. I'll introduce them as we go along, but we just wanna get wheeling. We haven't been off-roading with the canopy off like ever in this car, so I'm really excited to see how it goes. Let's hit the tracks. Alrighty guys, so we put our tyres down. I'm putting mine down to about 15 for this track to avoid my tyres getting popped and a little bit more traction. If you wanted to grab yourself a set, I've got a link down below, go check them out. Now this first section is really easy. It's a great little start, a little bit of flexy stuff. Get the suspension working before we hit some harder tracks. A couple of minutes in and I already recognize this track. This is where I used to do all my locker testing. If you remember my old videos 4 or 5 years ago, I used to come up here and do all like the locker unlocks, locked videos, and it hasn't really changed much. So far it's the same, but sick little track. That's pretty epic. That car is white and it's LS. It reminds me of when my old car used to be like that, so it's pretty sick. We got the old Dmax. Oh, it's so much bigger than mine. That's not fair.
Sam, I think there's a pink car following us.
What is that? Oh, shit! You're having 3 cars on this trip. Hey! Hello! What's going on? Hiya! Oh, it's Spotto!
So funny meeting you here. I was just out on my way to work and I've found you at the power lines.
What have you brought with you?
Mate, something to show you up.
All right, we've got our recovery vehicle here today. Spotto in the old little pinkmobile.
Look mate, I'm just gonna give you a word of warning now. You're gonna do your best to keep up. I'll try and slow down for you boys, cause yeah, this thing, absolute weapon.
Go on, show us the way.
All right, I will, we'll go that way. We're gonna, you ready? You ready? Oh, hang on, wait up. Yeah, watch this, ready? Just gimme. It just takes a bit. Mate, what did you think about that? How good?
In all seriousness, Spotto's here with us and he's brung a little pinkmobile. Tell us what you've done to it.
Mate, there have been a few things done to this vehicle. We've done pink wheels. We've done a pink crap. We've done a pink bull bar. We've done a bit of a lift kit. We haven't done a snorkel or anything as such as of yet. But the...
Hang on!
No. Hey! Are you serious?
This is what today's going to be all about. I can see it already.
I have to go through the mud to get to that! That's not even funny. These are new shoes! I've only been here 5 minutes and you're already hurting my feelings!
You just drove through that.
Yeah, but now I have to walk through it.
Go get it.
Oh no!
You brought spare socks, right?
So while we left Spotto to sort himself out, we were heading north, getting down the Powerlines track because it's a one-way in, one-way out sort of situation.
Alright, I'm also on this wheeling trip apparently, so I'm just going to give you a quick run through of the cars that we have with us here. I'm here with the old governor and he's going to give us a quick run through.
So it's a cammed LS1 coil cab, probably one of the hottest tray dump exhausts probably in WA. We probably have one of the best stanos. This thing, it's cammed LS and it's just not like a party bus. Like this thing's been Esperance, been all the way up to Exmouth. It's full on touring bus. It's not like usual high powered horsepower four-wheel drives. At the end of the day, you're supposed to explore.
But today we're going wheeling and we're going to break shit.
No, well, I hope I break stuff, so I'll be right.
I see that track there and it looks awfully breakable, so I think we should hit that one next.
Yeah, actually this is that bowl where when it rains, we just sit here all day trying to get up these little tracks. But it's dry today, so we need to find the hardest one. I think there's like a full cliff here. Yeah, there's some like mini gunshot stuff going on.
This gives me glassy vibes, and I reckon if we hit this hard enough, we can
flip over.
Flip and get it dozed. So I'm gonna give that a crack today. So this is actually one of my personal favourite WA builds, so I had to get him out here to see what it was actually capable of. It's basically just a stock Dmax. That's about all it is. I'll let James run you through it a bit more because
Yeah. So I'm James. This is my 2014 Isuzu Dmax. That's actually on a GQ Patrol Nissan chassis. So we have solid axle front, coiled rear, and yeah, other than that, it's just a stock Dmax.
If you go over to his YouTube, we'll put the little handle somewhere on this screen. He's also got a TF Rodeo that's 4-linked, solid axle front, compound turbo.
Manualised auto.
Manualised auto. Things cool.
Coilovers all round.
Yeah, that thing's
Yeah.
sick. It couldn't be with us here today, so rest in peace the Deo. But we've still got the old rat faithful.
Do you reckon the Jimny will make it?
I reckon he would.
I reckon we send him up. Oh, you're going the wrong way! So I feel like Spotto has never been spotted driving a 4-drive before, is that true?
We've never done off-road.
Yeah, never done off-road. He's normally in street machines and stuff, so I told him this track is literally easier than that one. Because all the 4 drivers here did it. We all know it's easier. Don't tell him it's not. Boys are track building for him. And Jimny will pop straight up. You can't roll, you'll just land on the wall.
How am I supposed to do that?
Put it in drive!
Put it in drive. Follow the wheel tracks.
How am I supposed to get up that?
Just go gentle on the throttle. Are you in low?
Yes.
What'd you stop for?
Don't stop! How was that?
Yeah.
Just pretty
That's
easy,
how I
yeah.
get out of my driveway every morning, you know, it's easy work.
You know you're an actual 4-wheel driver now?
Yeah, no, easy work, mate, all of the days, Jimny's, they can do it all.
Yeah.
That was terrifying. I thought that thing was going to fall back.
I thought it was going to fall back and I was watching from the outside.
You smell clutch?
Yeah. Look,
I can't smell anything.
I smell a lot worse.
There's a lot.
I've smelt worse, but I haven't smelled much better.
It's alright, you made it.
Is it clutch or?
No clutch, don't worry.
Oh, that's not clutch. That's.
We made it. The car got out, we didn't do any damage, which was good. Oh, it's not damage. Cosmetics don't count as damage.
Alright, hold this.
Damage report.
Alright, this is what I'm going to have to fix when we get home while Sam sits upstairs. 1, guard. Standard. Around this side. Cosmetic. We come to the front. Bash plate, smash, winch rope, cut, fire. Come around the side. Guard, ruined. Snorkel, destroyed. Guard, destroyed. Door, wrecked. Mirror, smash. Dent, door, smash, sill. Further, door, broken. This, broken, just holding together.
Yeah, we don't want to open that.
Underneath, gearbox, smashed. Handbrake now eats cab. Come round
That's
the
it.
back.
So that's all it is.
Mud, destroyed. Brake line, torn off. Mitch's gonna have the best next few days getting ready for the 4-drive show. What a great idea it was to do it 2 days before the show. Brilliant.
Alrighty guys, so we've done that massive day of wheeling in WA. Now I'm gonna run the rest of this episode with a little update on the Chevy. So I said I'm gonna show a bit of that on the channel. Not necessarily the build, just a bit more updates of stages as I do it, because it's a personal project. So let's rip in and have a look. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna give you a bit of an update on the Chevy. Now I've had this car for probably 4 years and I'm finally getting onto it. I think I have spoken about it before on the channel. It's not going to be a build that we're doing on YouTube. It's kind of a personal project, but I will be giving you updates sort of every couple of weeks on what I'm doing with it. So I stripped it back and did some work on the tailgate and stuff, just bits and pieces, but I'm properly getting into it now. This car is gonna be like a bit of a pro street sort of thing. Not for the street, it's still gonna be used for events and trail it around, but kind of like roll racing, bit of drag racing, possibly burnout comps. Is very long and heavy for that, but it's just a bit of a fun car, and I like the fact that it's left-hand drive. It will be having the supercharged LS in it for a little bit, and then once that motor goes into a drift car I'm building, we'll probably put like a 540 big block or something in. So tyres, the main thing I'm doing at the moment is just tubbing it, doing a short 9-inch. So I've actually got some 325s radials, so they're fairly wide tyres. And it was very close, but the chassis was too wide. So what I've had to do is basically remove the whole chassis from the rear half of the car and make a new rear clip. So once that's been welded in, then I can go in and tub it properly and do all the sheet metal work. So I've done a bit of a jig, plasma cut some rails out. I've actually welded the whole chassis to this table. Now, I do want to get a proper welding chassis table, but it's fine for now. It is all square and straight, so it's pretty easy to be able to cut that out and just lay some like 3mm plate on top and fully weld it out. So I'm going to make the whole chassis on here. I've got a 9-inch diff, I forget what they call it, it's like Speedworks or something. They do like a aluminium center and then just steel tubes that bolt to it, and you can cut them to the length you want. Weld on the end so you can get your width right. I'm going to do a parallel 4-link setup. So I'm going to start making tabs and bars, and once this is off the table, build the whole axle and diff on here and get all the 4-link working, and then move on. It's going to be bagged as well, so that's the other drama. Like doing a parallel 4-link is better for setting up either squat or anti-roll for drag racing, but normally you do like a triangulated 4-link with bags. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of both. I do wanna have that adjustability to get the thing to ride good down the strip, but the bags are just gonna be traditionally mounted straight off of the top of the chassis down to the top of the diff. So you won't get a ton of height difference, but it'll still be bagged. So where it's sitting now, it's gonna be slightly lower than that, but the original dream of having it fully laid on the ground and then lift up won't be able to happen because I won't be able to get that movement straight off the diff. Fun fact, those bags I'm using are actually off of a 2018 Mustang, which I had floating around. Front end, I've kind of made the same thing work. So they're the Mustang struts and bags, which I've welded a plate on top and managed to get them to fit. What I'm gonna have to do is cut off the bottom of that and run a shock separately. So the front's gonna be bagged, and then we can pretty much start putting the motor in. So that's where I'm at now. I've built most of the roll cage except for the rear half. I've got the rear bars that come down, but once I tub it, I can finish off welding in where those bars are gonna sit. But all the front's been fully welded in. So just need to do a center hoop and a back piece for the seat belts, because I'm still running the traditional bench seat, but I wanna have harnesses that come over that. So I need to see where the seat ends up and then put that center bar in. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. Mitch is still pumping on with the channel, but I'm gonna be sorting this thing out, hopefully get it running, and then once it's all sweet and I've done a couple of vents, I'll strip it down and see how the paint comes up to do a good paint job, or we just smash it in black. So that's right with the Chevy. Follow probably the Build On Board AU Instagram will have the most updates, and a little bit on my personal Instagram if you want to see what we're doing with this, but I'll try and post as much as I can, but I definitely get a lot more done when I'm not filming it. So that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, thanks for watching.